This is The Extra Point, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast, sponsored by your Phoenix Suns.
Well, one day the Phoenix Suns might win a championship. It's not the day, it's not the year. A lot to discuss with the Phoenix Suns, but we do have a local champion that we are celebrating because back in 2019, went over to Perry High School, talked to Jalen Williams, talked to Sam Duane about a big win over Brophy. And I've been having a lot of fun with this video because Jalen Williams was as tall as I was that day, and now I think he's about 6 inches taller, and he's an NBA champion with the Oklahoma City Thunder. So let's hear from a man who knows a thing or two about winning championships. Jalen Williams, high school coach, and the defending four-time state champion at Perry, Sam Duane Jr. is going to join us now on the Extra Point podcast. Is it fair to say, start with this, house retirement? Are we in retirement, or how would you describe this chapter of your life?
Retirement from coaching right now, and getting excited to start my new role at Mesa Public Schools and working in athletics and junior high athletics and things like that. So I'm excited for the change.
All right, so how was your weekend watching your former player become an NBA champion?
So much fun. I was a fan, actually. I was nervous before the game, nervous during the game, cheering shots. It was a lot of fun. It was great just to be a fan and watch and enjoy the game.
It seemed like he had a little bit of a wrist injury. At least they were talking about it on the broadcast. To be able to play through that, what's that say about Jalen Williams and what he brings to the NBA and the Oklahoma City Thunder?
A lot of grit, a lot of toughness. I know that wrist is not great right now, but never mentioned it, never put it in the media, just played. Put a 40 piece up in one game, but I'm pretty sure that wrist's not doing great.
Well, he's got some time off to celebrate, and hopefully he doesn't have to hold up the Larry O'Brien trophy too much, and he can let that thing heal up. When it comes to just to take me back to when he walked on campus at Perry High School, did you identify him as one day becoming an NBA champion?
When I came in, my first year at Perry, Jalen was going into his sophomore year. So it was the summer after his freshman year. I walked in that spring, actually, of his freshman year and had some open gyms, and I saw him. And he was about 5'11" then, but very skilled, very confident. And he's a guy that when you're out there watching him play with confidence and do the skill and have the skills that he had, he kind of like you opened your eyes to him. But to see where he is now is just amazing.
So what is the best part of the story for you? Is it growing? Is it getting bigger when maybe nobody thought he would? Is it maybe the way his game has grown? How did he get from being a 5'11" sophomore in high school to the force of nature that he is today?
First of all, supreme confidence in himself. Second, an incredible work ethic. I don't think people realize how much time Jalen puts into his game as he even did then. He put a lot. He's a guy you had to hey, you got to go, stay in the gym and shoot. He was always a gym rat, always working on his game. And then as he started to grow and his body started to catch up with his work ethic, you could kind of see the sky was the limit. But for me, the fun part is to see him as I came in 5'11", to see the work he put in, to see how loyal he is and such a great family it is, to see him now reap the rewards of all what he put in, the sacrifice he put in. That's the fun part for me. It's just truly fun to watch.
Have you had a chance to talk to any of the family or Jalen himself after winning the title?
I didn't talk to Jalen during the game finals. I was like, I'm leaving you alone, and I would text mom and dad. But last night he sent me a text, and he was extremely happy, and I was extremely happy for him. He's such a wonderful person. Being with that family through Jalen 3 years, through Cody for 4 years, the family had complete trust in us as a staff, and the relationship we have, they are family to us, and the Duanes, the Williams are family to the Duanes.
No, that's fantastic, and it's interesting in this world of high school basketball recruiting and NIL that you still use the word family. It seems like that was used a lot before maybe the current era, and I'm interested to see how much we're going to hear the word family in the current era. What did it mean for you to close out your time at Perry with that sort of family-like atmosphere?
Oh, it meant the world to me. I was, and I say this sincerely, blessed with great families there that trusted us, that understood that, you know what, public school education is still a good thing, that you can get to your dreams. Cody and Jalen are the role models of that. You can get to where you want to be through public school. You can stay at one school. You can enjoy your career, and have a lot of fun. So for me to have that with all the families that I had at Perry, and to do the things that we did, without those families, we wouldn't have accomplished that. So for their trust in that, for their trust in our community and our staff, I'm forever, ever grateful for it.
Take me back to that Brophy game. I've got the clip up online right now of Jalen got a technical foul. I don't remember how many points he scored in a row, but he clearly took over the game. And then I spoke with you, I spoke with him, and I spoke with some other members of the team after the game in the huddle. Appreciate you stopping, by the way, because that clip is one of my favorites I've ever done. Jalen was about my height back then. What do you remember specifically about that game and what that would lead to?
That is one of my favorite stories ever, and I've been watching that clip on social media. Jalen, I learned a lot from Jalen in my time with him. If you watch him play, he plays with great joy. He taught me how to enjoy coaching more. And in that game, we always had a back and forth about who was going to be taller. I was always taller than him, and he had caught me. And in that game, and that was a double overtime game, I believe. With about 2 minutes to go, he comes over and he's our leader. And I think he's going to say, "Hey, coach, let's run this, let's run that," which I always trusted him with. But he comes over and he says, "Hey, coach, guess what? I got you. I'm taller than you."
In the middle of the game?
In the 2 minutes to go.
Like he grew during the game. Like, or did he realize that during the game?
That's his joy. He came over. "Coach, I got you." He looks at me and he looks down. He goes, "I got you, coach." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Taller than you now." And I'm like, "Jay, let's win." But he goes out, he gets that dunk, he finishes it off, and we win. But he knew how to play. But that's joy, the joy of Jalen understanding. And if you watch him play at Santa Clara, you watch him play at Perry, you watch him play with the Thunder, he plays with joy. He's a free spirit, and that's one of the things that I love about Jalen. He's a competitor now, if you saw last night, but he has fun with it. But when the game was on the line, he got the steal, the dunk, the finish, made the free throws. One of my greatest memories of him ever, as a player. And you have that after game clip of us actually winning, so that's a true story.
How much taller is he than you now?
Now he's good 1.5, 2 inches than me now. Two, yeah. He looks down on me, and he's much stronger than me now.
Did you expect him to grow like that when he left Perry?
I knew if you watched him like that year, if you looked at how his length was, his legs, his shoes, his feet, you knew there was more in him. You knew that his body type, he was going to grow. It was just a matter of when. So, no, I am not surprised at all. We always were like, it's going to happen. Now, for Cody, it happened during his junior year. Jalen happened junior, senior, and then a little bit after he graduated. But his body type was going to grow.
And when did you think that Jalen first had a shot at the NBA? When did he start kind of appearing on the chat sites and the mock drafts, and when you thought, oh, wow, this is really going to happen?
You know, I knew he was really good in high school, and I knew people had missed on him. And I when people would come in now to recruit Cody and Koa, I would say, you missed. So that was one of my favorite things to do. We knew he was going to be very good. His sophomore year at Santa Clara, because I had coached some guys that had been Marvin and Saban, his sophomore year, I could see him developing, and I knew he had a chance to play at that level. And then his junior year, when you start getting calls from NBA teams doing background checks, it's the real deal. But I never put anything past Jalen because he always believed in himself, and his work ethic was off the wall.
And how much of a fit was it when he got drafted by Oklahoma City? Did you realize what it could lead to, that it could lead to an NBA title?
That I did not. I knew it was a great fit. They were excited about going to a young and upcoming team where he could play with no expectations they're building, and he could play through and adjust and develop his game. So very excited about the fit. And then as it all came together, that second year, you can kind of see, hey, they got something special going. And going into this year, I last summer, and he was working out here. I was like, hey, man, your time's coming. You're going to get your ring. And, that's something he always wanted to get, to win something. And I am just so happy for him.
And how much does that lay the groundwork? You talked about it a little bit, but just for Cody, his brother, and Koa to have maybe a more clear path to the basket when it comes to college and the path to the pros here.
And I'm sincere when I say this. Jalen set the groundwork for our run. I tell them that a lot. That year we lost in the semis, but he turned it around for us. Our program, hey, we can get to that level, that championship level. We came up a little bit short, but he set the groundwork. And then as he excelled, he was the role model of, you can go to Perry and you can play college basketball and you can get to the NBA. Those things, you can go to a high school. I think he's a role model for Arizona. I mean, now it's a lot of things going on, but he did it the right way. He stayed loyal. He stayed true to his path. And he is the extreme role model.
Did you ever have Jalen and Brock Purdy in the same class? Is there maybe a story there that we need to tell the world?
That would have been fun. But Brock was always in football class, and Jalen was me in basketball class. But I was always on the sidelines rooting for Brock. Another tremendous person on campus, great role model on campus, and teachers loved him. And that's what Jalen, I mean, there's teachers that are rooting for Jalen constantly, always checking on him when he plays here. You'll see teachers at the game. Like, Jalen had not only impact on the floor, but in the community of Perry, on campus, as a role model. He's just exactly what you would wanted a student athlete to be.
Should we expect some statues to be built? I mean, I know that they changed the roads, but you got Brock Purdy, you got Jalen, you got Koa, you got Cody. Do we need, and who else? We probably need to go down there and start talking to the freshmen and sophomores too, because this is just becoming what you've built there is really. Did you see Perry going to this level? Say, go back to when you first got over there when he was a sophomore.
Going to that level. Coming from Corona, we always wanted to win, and I knew the Perry community was a great community, and I knew it was just starting to build out there. I thought it was a great opportunity. When I got in there, I think, like Jalen, allowed me and bought into what we were doing as a staff and allowed us to build that. And he was a part of building that. And once you start winning, then winning breeds winning. So it just carried through that. And I think now they understand how to win, and you can go there and win. So just a really good community, great administration, really. In my time there, I had tremendous support and tremendous family support. So it was just the perfect storm for me.
And, I didn't even think maybe a statue of you out there would look nice as well on campus. When they make the movie about this, who plays you?
No statue for me. I'm only as good as my players. I'm nothing without Jalen. We don't win many games without Cody and Koa and DeAndre and Nono. So, a coach is only as good as his players, and that's true. So I'm blessed. I rode a wave, and I rode a wave of great talent. I think Jalen started that.
Well, a lot of talented people out there who couldn't get the job done, and that's why we've always admired your program and enjoyed talking to you. So I'll leave you with this. Maybe like if they run that clip in the movie, like McConaughey plays me and maybe Kevin Costner plays you, or do you want I'm trying to think who else could play old coach there?
I'm all good with that. Kevin Costner, and you can, yes, that's two great.
If you want McConaughey, you can have him. I'm just from Texas, so he's my guy. So
there you go. You stay with the Texas. I'm a huge Field of Dreams fan, so I'll take Costner.
Fantastic. Well, hey, you built it. and the championships arrived. So congratulations. I hope you're feeling like a champion once again here, and enjoy your new spot. We do want to see you back on the sidelines. I'm going to ask the Jordan question. Percent away from coaching. Is it like 99.99? Are we going to leave it open a little bit? What are we looking at here?
99.99.
All right. I got like a 7th grade school team here in Phoenix that might need a coach. So maybe we'll ring you up if that works.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Great. Hey, thanks for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do for high school sports in Arizona.
This is The Extra Point, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast, sponsored by your Phoenix Suns.